Are you trying to make better videos and grow your YouTube channel? It's easy to look at content produced by some of the biggest channels like Mr. Beast for pointers on how to make great videos and end up thinking, well, I just don't have the money, time, or frankly the editing skills to produce videos of that quality. But if you look beneath the surface about what makes the content from some of the biggest channels really work, it's not all about money and editing skills. It's about psychology. Whenever something particularly intense, emotionally charged or novel crops up, you'll tend to instinctively focus on it, even if you were previously doing something else. So when you're scripting your videos, remember to start off with a bold hook. This could take the form of a question that the viewers will want an answer to. It might be a dramatic scenario or a high-value proposition of some kind. So instead of starting a video with something like, "Today we'll be reviewing this product," try something like, "You won't believe some of the features on this phone." Your goal is to trigger the "what's that" reflex before the viewer moves on to the next video. Once they've captured your attention, the biggest YouTube channels know how to keep you watching by taking advantage of a simple psychological principle known as variable ratio reinforcement. This just means that rewards that are delivered on an unpredictable basis tend to promote more engagement than rewards that are delivered on a predictable schedule. It's this principle that makes things like slot machines addictive. You don't know when the next reward is coming, so you don't want to walk away in case you miss it. You can take advantage of this principle by including surprising elements in your videos. You might throw in a dramatic plot twist or use risers or countdowns to create tension before a key moment in your video. I'm not really a psychologist. I need to put more thought into this plot twist. What you're trying to achieve is to give the viewer little rewards when they might not be expecting them, so that they hang around for more. Humans are meaning makers. We don't just store isolated facts. We understand and remember things best when we can relate them to our previous knowledge and experiences. The biggest YouTube channels often take advantage of this by including storytelling elements into the structure and content of their videos. For example, instead of saying something like, "Here's how I doubled my subscribers," they might say something like, "I was stuck on 300 subscribers until I made this one vital change, after which my subscriber count just exploded." This simple narrative of problem, struggle, and solution links events, actions, and outcomes into a coherent structure that we can easily process and remember. Have you ever noticed how unsettling it is if you have to walk away from an unfinished task? This is known as the Zeigarnik effect, and it refers to the fact that we tend to remember interrupted or incomplete tasks more readily than complete tasks. This is why episodes of your favourite TV programmes often end with some kind of cliffhanger. They've set up an incomplete event knowing full well that's going to play on your mind until they resolve the event in the next episode. You may have noticed that some of the biggest YouTube channels take advantage of the Zeigarnik effect by doing things like setting up a challenge at the start of the video that isn't resolved until the end of the video, teasing future events, or hinting that something bigger is on the way. You can take advantage of this principle in your own videos. For example, if you were doing a cooking tutorial, you could say something like, "Hang around for the end of the video when I'll show you how to take this dish to restaurant level quality when you're plating up." If you think about some of the biggest YouTube channels that you enjoy watching, you'll probably quickly realise that part of the reason you keep coming back is because you like the people that are presenting them. This is an example of a parasocial relationship. In other words, a one-sided emotional bond with someone we only know through media of some kind. It turns out that we process these relationships in a similar way that we process real relationships. The biggest YouTube creators take advantage of this by, for example, speaking directly to you in a personal tone, showing vulnerability and authenticity, and being consistent in their values and personality. Over time they become familiar to us, and familiarity tends to promote things like trust and liking. You can take advantage of this principle in your own videos by not hiding from the camera. Speak to the audience as if you were speaking to one of your friends. Show up consistently and let them get to know you. For example, you could share something personal like, It helps if you think of YouTube content creation as being less about making videos and more about engineering experiences. Applying even just one or two of the principles we've covered in this video will transform your content for the better and help you grow your YouTube channel. Be good to each other, and I'll see you in the next video.